सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्. We are in chapter 12 and we have completed up to sloka number 5. We will take up sloka number 6 now. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. Ye tu, whoever is, matparaha, whoever is dedicated unto me, mai sanyasya, who is devoting and dedicating all his bhakti unto me. Mam eva, who is the Parameshwara, I am the Parameshwara, unto me, whoever is dedicating his entire bhakti and karma. Ananyena, without any kind of distraction. Yogena dhyayanta, by yoga, who is continuously meditating upon me. Upasate, who is meditating unto me. Yetu matparaha santaha sarvani karmani mai sanyasya mam dhyayanta ananyena yogena eva upasate. Whoever is dedicated unto me and who dedicate their karmas unto me, the Saguna Iswara, without any distraction, and who is continuously 24/7 meditates upon me. So, we have seen bhakti in 5 stages. The topmost stage is Jnana Yogam, that is Akshara Upasana. Then, the step below that is Upasana Yogam Sthayi 2, level 2, that is Aneka Rupa Ishvara Dhyanam. That is Vishwarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. This is stage number 4. Then stepping down, stage 3 is Ekarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. And if you still come down one more step, that is Karma Yogam level 2, Nishkama Karma Pradana Karma Yogam. And then the least one, that is stage 1, is Sakama Karma Pradana Karma Yoga. So Paramatma, Krishna, started with the highest level and he expects all of us to reach that level. If by some problem and prarabdham, if you are unable to reach that stage, that is Jnana Yogam, then he suggested to slide down up to stage 1, that is Karma Yogam level 1, which is Sakama Karma Pradana Karma Yogam. So these are the 3 steps. Now we are in Upasana Yogam level 2, that is Vishwarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. These are covered from sloka number 6 up to 8. If you are unable to accommodate Nirguna Ishvara, then Paramatma gives a kind of consolation to bhaktas, and he says, okay, doesn't matter, you slide down to Saguna Ishvara Upasana. So, an Ishvara with attributes, it is very easy to meditate upon. So, Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam, also there are two stages. the first stage of Bhagavan's expectation is Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyana. That's what we have learnt in the previous chapter. The entire chapter was dedicated for Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyana. So, the Vishnu Sahasranamam also starts with Viswam Vishnuhu. So, this kind of Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam or meditation you have to do, and when you are transacting in this world, you have to dedicate everything unto that God and see everything divine. Yetu, for some people who are in the Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam, Sarvani Karmani Mai Sanyasya, they dedicate all the karmas unto my feet. Where are the feet of Bhagavan? Because he is meditating Viswarupa Ishvara, Bhagavan's feet is everywhere. So he need not go to a particular place to dedicate karma. He can stay wherever he is and dedicate his karmas unto God. Sarvata Panipadam Tat Sarvatokshi Siromukham. So whatever we do, that will go to Jagat. Basing on the Karma Sutras, Bhagavan will return Karma Phala to us. Sanyasya means not renouncing here. Here Sanyasya means dedicating. Dedicating all karmas unto God. You may be doing your day-to-day work, a computer project, or your day-to-day work, your cooking, whatever you do, you have a right to do the work, but once you finish your work, that will go to Jagat. And Bhagavan has to give the Karma Phala. The Karma Phala Bhagavan gives as per the Karma Sutras. So it may be sometimes in your favor, sometimes it may not be in your favor. So without murmuring, without muttering, without grumbling, you should have the capacity to accept the Karma Phala. So this is what we call Karma Yogam. Mat Paraha. With this kind of Ishwararpana Bhavana, one has to do the karma. So this is what the fifth stage. Ananyena eva yogena. So without distracting from the target. So you should have a focused mind. One-pointed focus onto God. So this is what we call Ananyena eva yogena. This is something like this. We always talk about journey to Delhi. So supposing you go to Delhi by train, somewhere in between at Nagpur or some place, you get down and buy certain things or take some coffee. While you get down and take whatever you want, you don't forget that you are traveling to Delhi. So you are always mindful of your journey, of your train. So whatever the announcement that comes, you will be very alert. Whatever the whistle that comes, you will be very alert. This is what the Viswarupa Dhyana means. While transacting, you have the divinity. You see God in every nook and corner, and you dedicate all your work unto God. Dhyayanta upasate. So, these meditators, these bhaktas, who are the Viswarupa Ishvara bhaktas, they meditate God in the very Jagat itself. Viswarupa dhyanena te mam pujyanti. Yadyat karomi tattadakilam shambho tavaradhanam. Kayena vacha manasendriyairiva. Buddhyatmanava prakrute swabhavat. karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. So, we will take up this kind of Viswarupa Ishvara Bhakti, and if you are successful, you have to escalate to Jnana Yoga. So, Bhagavan is continuing what kind of dedication these sadhakas will have. That is mentioned in sloka number 7. Tesha maham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nacharat partha maya vesita chetasam. Hey Partha, hey Arjuna, Tesham, that kind of Mai Avesita, which is totally focused on to me, Chetasam, their mind is totally focused on to me, Aham. Myself, Nachirat Mrityu Samsara Sagarat Samudharta Bhavami. Those sadhakas will be free from the birth and death cycle. I will see that they are free from birth-death cycle. That is, they are free from punarjanma. Janma rahityam they will get. Hey Partha, mai avesita chetasam tesham mrityu samsara sagarat achirat aham samudharta bhavami. Hey Arjuna, for those sadhakas who are totally dedicated unto me, I will soon see that they will be free from mrityu samsaram. They are free from birth and death. So, Bhagavan is declaring that Viswarupa Ishvara bhaktas are dear to him. So, here they have a total dedication unto the target. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhayuktanam yogatshemam vaham yaham. Mai avesita chetasam. So they don't seek me for mundane things. Their target is only to reach me. Ishvare natu sadhana buddhi parantu Ishvare sadhya buddhi. So in bhakti there are two types. The first one is sakama bhakti, which is totally mundane. They want all mundane comforts. That is, their target is mundane comforts, mundane desires. Bhagavan is a sadhana. Bhagavan is an instrument to achieve their mundane objects. In Nishkama Bhakti, Bhagavan is both sadhana and sadhyam. These kind of bhaktas were described as Jijnasu bhaktas in chapter 7 by Paramatma. And their bhakti is Ananya Bhakti. For them, what will Bhagavan give? What reward Bhagavan will give? Tesham aham samudharta. I will safeguard them. I will take care of them. How Bhagavan will take care of them? Mrityu samsara sagarat achirat. So, I will see that they are free from birth and death cycle. How and when? Achirat, very quickly, very soon. So, does it mean that by Viswarupa Ishvara Bhakti itself you get liberation? No. This is what Paramatma wants us to understand, that in the fourth stage, if one is successful, naturally Bhagavan will give them a kind of interest to see that they go to Jnana Yoga. Achirat Partha Samudharta Bhavami. So they will escalate to Jnana Yogam and learn Atma Vidya. Sloka number 8. Mayyeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim nivesaya nivashishyasi mayyeva atavurdhvam na samsayaha. Mayi, unto me, mana adatsva, they focus their mind. Mayeva buddhim nivesaya. So they focus their buddhi unto me. Atavurdhvam. Then thereafter, mayeva nivashishyasi. They live unto me. Samsayaha na. There is no doubt in this. Mayeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim nivesaya atavurdhvam mayeva nivashishyasi. Atra samsayaha na. There is no doubt in that. Therefore, they dedicate their entire focus, they dedicate their mind unto me totally, and their intellect unto me. Then they try to dwell upon me without any doubt. So, with this he is completing the Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. Mayi means the God who is Viswarupa Ishvara. So, if you are unable to continue in the Nirguna Parabrahma, then go to Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam, that too Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. Adatsva Manaha. So, having concentration on Viswarupa Ishvara. So, when you are dedicating unto Viswarupa Ishvara, and the entire Jagat is Ishvara, so you will have a lot of compassion to the entire world. So you have, only Prama Tattvam. There is no hatred anywhere. So, earlier you were pining for love from people, and you were, desperately looking for love from people, whereas now you are giving love to the entire world. So, this is the change in your attitude. Maya buddhim nivesaya. Your entire intellect is focused on to me. So, it is simply that you are not doing your japa mechanically. Now, you have that feeling that this entire Jagat you are transacting is full of God. So, that kind of divine feeling you have invoked in this entire world, then everything looks auspicious. Sarvam Ishwaramayam Jagat. The entire Jagat is full of Ishvara. So, this is a rare kind of experience. If you are really able to achieve this, it's a great achievement, because that's how you can enjoy your day-to-day transactions, your daily life, from the time you get up until the time you sleep. You will be witnessing God, witnessing divinity, enjoying divinity. Nivasishyasi mayeva. You will be totally in me. So this is the greatness of Viswarupa Bhakti. Bhagavan is not away. Bhagavan is not on the top of the hill. Bhagavan is not only in Char Dham. Bhagavan is right in front of you in the form of the entire Jagat. So that facility helps you to enjoy the presence of God. Atavurdhvam. Thereafter what? So you don't worry that Bhagavan is away. Na samsayaha. There is no doubt in this. Now, Bhagavan is further giving a relaxation. Supposing a person is unable to accommodate even Viswarupa Ishvara, imagine that he cannot see this Ashtamurti Ishvara. So in Ashtamurti Ishvara, there are 8 aspects of Bhagavan. That is Panchabhutas, Surya, Chandra and Puman. So the entire Jivarasi is the manifestation of Bhagavan. So suppose you are unable to accommodate this, you are unable to expand yourself to Viswarupa Ishvara. Then he says, it doesn't matter, you slide down further. Sloka number 9. Ata chittam samadatum na seknoshi mayistiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichhaptum dhananjaya. Atha, in case, chittam means your mind, maistiram samadatum na seknoshi. If you are unable to focus your mind onto me as the very Jagat itself. Tataha, in that case, He Dhananjaya, He Arjuna, Abhyasa Yogena Mam Aptum Ichha. So may you meditate upon me as Saguna Ishvara, that is your favorite God, your Ishtadaivam. So you try to meditate upon me as your Ekarupa Ishvara, not Anekarupa Ishvara, but Ekarupa Ishvara. This will be easy. He Dhananjaya, Atha Maistiram Chittam Samadatum Naseknoshi. Tataha Abhyasa Yogena Mam Aptum Ichha. Okay, in case you are unable to focus your mind onto me who is Viswarupa Ishvara, doesn't matter. You come down to Ekarupa Ishvara, that is your Ishtadaivam. Ishtadevata Upasana. You continue. This is Upasana Yogam level 1. Level 2 was higher. That is Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. Now he is asking the Bhakta to slide down further. This is Ekarupa Ishvara Dhyanam, which is narrated in Sloka number 9. So in this Ekarupa Ishvara, you can choose any Devata in the list of Devatas prescribed by Veda. We have got 33 crore Devatas. So we have got many Devatas. You can meditate even animals, you can meditate trees. There is so much of choice for you in our culture. Atha, in case you are unable to accommodate the Viswarupa Ishvara. Chittam samadatum naseknoshi mayistiram. You are unable to focus your mind on Viswarupa Ishvara. Stiram naseknoshi chet. So if you are unable to focus onto Jagat as Ishvara, then switch to Ekarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. This is what we call Ishtadevata Upasana. So it can be Krishna, it can be Rama, it can be Venkateswara, Vinayaka, Devi, anything. Anything whom you like, any god you choose as your Ishtadevam. So we have got 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas. They give us an extensive methods how you can concentrate on Ishtadaivam. Abhyasa Yogena, by meditating upon Ishtadevata. So you can continue your meditation by continuing your upasana unto God. So this Ragam and Dvesham, if you have not properly addressed, then it is not possible to expand the mind unto Viswarupa Ishvara. In such case, one has to come down to Ishta Devata Upasana. So, we meditate on Salagrama, then Shivalinga, like that. So that's what Paramatma is saying. Abhyasa yogena mam aptum ichha. By Abhyasa yogam, by Ishtadevata Upasana, Tyagaraja was an Akarupa Bhakta. He was out and out praying Rama. Rama was his Ishtadevam. So he composed many kirtanas in praise of Rama. Once he could not find Rama's idol. So he was lamenting with the highest pain. So in that pain, again he composed some kirtanas. So that was the state of Ekarupa Ishvara Bhakti. As he was having that Ananya Bhakti, due to the grace of God, his mind expanded and slowly he started visualizing his own Ishtadaivam in the very world. That means he escalated from Ekarupa Bhakti to Anekarupa Bhakti. That is Viswarupa Bhakti. Viswam Eva Vishnuhu. So in that ecstasy, in that darshan of Rama in the very world itself, he composed kirtanas and he sang thus. Andandambulu Pindandambulu Brahmandambulu Sarvam Anta Ramamayam. So everything is filled with Rama. So though one starts with the Ekarupa Bhakti, slowly by the grace of God, one can definitely expand oneself to Viswarupa Ishvara. That is Nirguna Brahmajnanam. So Ishtadevata Upasana should escalate to Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. So supposing a person says, I cannot accommodate even a meditation. I am not fit for meditation. I am not a meditation-oriented man. My mind cannot concentrate. I would like to do some karma. Then Bhagavan says, doesn't matter. You slide down further. So he prescribes Nishkama Bhakti for such people. We have 5 levels of Bhakti in Bhaktiyoga. The topmost level of Bhakti, that is Jnana Yoga. That's how Krishna Paramatma started this chapter 12, titled Bhakti Yoga. In Jnana Yogam, a seeker goes to a Srotriya Jnana Nishtha Guru and seeks Atma Vidya, the knowledge about his real self. Guru teaches him Atma Vidya consistently for a long time. So, Sishya understands his own reality. That is, his own reality is nothing but Chaitanya Tattvam. As Chaitanya Tattvam, there is no difference between himself and the God, because that is the very essential nature in Ishvara and Jiva. In fact, in Paramadhika Satyam, Chaitanyam alone was there. Nothing else is possible. So, as Chaitanya Tattvam, he is none other than God. He is none other than Ishvara. He is the very creator. So he understands his reality and he started living in that reality. So this kind of mental state is called jnana nishta. So whenever he is alone, he always revels in Atma Tattvam and stays in that nishta. So he enjoys that Atma Tattvam and he is Jivan Mukta. And after the fall of the body, he becomes Videha Mukta. So this is Jnana Yogam. But in Jnana Yogam, one has to understand the Tattvam, the principle of Atma, which is not easy to understand. If there are some attributes and if there is a description, we can imagine, we can visualize, and we can appreciate. Atma is attributeless. Atma cannot be perceived. Atma cannot be understood by the mind or by the intellect. Atma cannot be seen by the eyes. Atma cannot be felt by the five indriyas. So, it is not that appealing as Saguna Ishvara. So, not many bhaktas can stay in Atmanishta. Though they learn this, though it becomes an easy thing to understand, but to have Nishta, it is a very difficult task for them because they cannot accommodate this because they are used to Saguna Ishvara. If that be the case, then Krishna Paramatma said, don't worry. You can slide down to the fourth step, that is Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. This Viswarupa Ishvara Dhyanam is nothing but visualizing the entire Vishwam, visualizing every nook and corner of this Vishwam as Paramatma, visualizing the entire Jagat as your favorite God. This is a great facility. In this particular stage, Bhakta's mind expands to a great extent because he started looking at this entire Jagat as Bhagavan. There is not an iota of hatred in him. There is only Prema Tattvam. He can appreciate the divinity in this world. He can enjoy the work, whatever he is transacting with is associated with God. It is full of divinity. So he enjoys his work, he enjoys the very transaction, he enjoys every moment in this world because he is literally transacting with God and he is feeling God's presence in every transaction, in every aspect. So this is an ecstatic state and really a great blessing for Bhakta. He need not go to far off place to see God. He did not climb hills. He need not go to different places to have darshan of God. He can see God, he can have darshan of God simply by opening the eyes. He can visualize, he can imagine God within himself by closing the eyes. So either by opening or by closing, he can always see God. He cannot miss God because God is the very Jagat for him. So he is reveling in this kind of bhakti That is Viswarupa Ishvara Bhakti. And unfortunately, for some people, this is also a difficult task. A person who is stuck to Ekarupa Ishvara cannot imagine the world which is Jadam, the world which is inert, as his God. You cannot imagine hills, you cannot imagine clouds, you cannot imagine sky as God. You cannot imagine his enemies as God. So the issue comes. So he cannot accept Jagat as Paramatma. In such case, Krishna Paramatma said, don't you worry. You can slide down to one more level. That is level 3. That is Ekarupa Ishvara Upasanam. This Ekarupa Ishvara Upasanam is your Ishta Devata Upasanam. One may have Lord Krishna as his favorite god, or Lord Shiva as his favorite god, Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu. Like that, any favorite god you may choose, and you can meditate upon your favorite god. You can do mental puja. You can chant Shiva Manasa Puja. By closing the eyes, you can imagine your favorite god and do Adhanga Puja. You can offer the best of things in the world and do your worship by meditating upon him mentally. So, you can offer all kinds of puja, Saguna Ishvara Puja, that to Ekarupa Ishvara Puja mentally. This is called Ekarupa Ishvara Dhyanam. In this, we can have utmost concentration because the object of meditation is your favorite god. And you can easily meditate and you can easily engross yourself onto that object, onto that Parameshwara quickly, because that is the favorite form of your God. So, for many of the people, this is the chosen type of meditation, and one can really enjoy Ekarupa Ishvara Bhakti. So, as you keep on meditating Ekarupa Ishvara Bhakti, Bhagavan's shower grace on you, and he will see that you escalate to Viswarupa Ishvara Bhakti. As you keep on doing Viswarupa Ishvara Bhakti, Bhagavan will further shower his grace onto you and see that you climb to the topmost rung of the ladder, that is Jnana Bhakti, and learn about your own real self and achieve the liberation. So, this is the scheme, but unfortunately, if the person is not inclined to meditation at all, he is more into work, he is more into karma, he cannot concentrate, he cannot close the eyes and imagine his own favorite God. That's the state of his mind. If that be the case, Bhagavan says, don't you worry. You can further come down, slide down to Nishkama Karma Pradhana Karma. So, various kinds of karmas are there, Nishkama Karma and Sakama Karma. So, initially, Bhagavan prescribes Nishkama Karma, and if he is not willing to do that also, then the lowest rung of this bhakti stage is Sakama Bhakti. That is praying God or doing karma for the sake of mundane comforts. So that is the least bhakti one has. So Paramatma started with highest bhakti and slowly he allows bhakta to slide down and take up bhakti at one level or other. And as he concentrates on that bhakti level, due to Bhagavan's grace, he can slowly escalate and ascend to higher level and finally reach to Jnana Bhakti. So this is the idea. Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.